technical difficulty on the video side, but I wanted to make sure that we got the video side out so that you can bet on the Saturday races at Del Mar. Hopefully you've watched the introductory video that we just posted, as well as the Friday one, so you know sort of the format for the Saturday one as well. But the first turf race on Saturday is your typical Breeders' Cup turf race. It's got 2 E's and 6 EPs, so that means it's going to be fast, fast, and faster. And so the 2 Euros that you want to be looking at are Arizona Blaze, which won the Breeders' Cup race for the juveniles at this distance last year. And it only had been in a listed stakes before it came over here and won. It's done nothing but win in Group 1 and Group 2, so it's a much better horse. We know it loves Del Mar, and so it should have a great opportunity. But She's Quality is also a very good horse too, and it's going to be going off at pretty good odds. I think the morning line was like 20 to 1. And so you're going to have a great opportunity here, probably to hit on Arizona Blaze, but if not, She's Quality certainly will have a good shot. She's Quality ran a 56.4, which is absolutely blazing, but ran it on soft ground at Longchamp over in France in a Group 1 race, and that is just blazing. And so if anybody can beat Arizona Blaze, it's going to be She's Quality. And if She's Quality wins, you're going to get paid for it because the odds are going to be long. So let's move on to the 8th race, where the other single of the weekend, besides Precise from Friday, goes, and that's Mini Hawk. This horse has done nothing but win, and win. It won 3 Grade 1s in a row before losing by head in a very soft surface in a Group 1 in the Arc de Triomphe. The Arc de Triomphe is Europe's biggest race, and it just lost by a head on very soft ground. I know Aidan O'Brien would not have shipped the horse over if it wasn't ready to lock and load and just destroy these people. So if you're looking for a single for the whole weekend, Mini Hawk's it, and Aidan's other horse on Friday, if Precise, would be the other one. But when we get to the 10th race, we've got a couple really good Euros. Quirat ran a 122.4, again, which is just flying, at 7 furlongs. The Lion in Winter ran a 124.2 at 7 furlongs, but also ran a 135.1 at a mile in a Group 1 too. So you got 2 horses that more than meet the speed. Neither one of them have raced in this country, but I'm not too worried about it. The way the 10th race sets up from a pace perspective is pretty simple in that you've got a fair amount of early speed, just in the sense of you've got 2 EPs, which are the 2 horses I've listed, Quirat and Lion in Winter, and you don't have almost any good other early speed besides these 2, and so these 2 horses are going to have a chance to control the pace. They've got all the class, and one of them should win pretty easily. Hopefully it'll be the longer shot, but we'll see what happens. But either way, one of them is going to win here today. When you get to the last race, Gazora, which is another phenomenal horse, because it ran 2:06 at a mile in 5/16, which set a track record over in Europe. It also raced in the Arc de Triomphe along with Mini Hawk, but Gazora clearly doesn't like soft ground. I kind of thought that they would pull the horse from the race and scratch it out, but it didn't race very well. But I'm never going to hold a very soft track against anybody when they're coming back to any place, whether it's in Europe or in the States, that have firm ground, and we certainly are going to have firm ground at Del Mar all weekend. As 2 bonus picks, I really like Fierceness in the Classic. I would have said that even if Sovereignty was in the race, I think Sovereignty could have given it a race for a while, but that last race by Fierceness was its best race ever, despite all the trouble, and so I think they figured something out about this horse. Instead of trying to ride it, they're just going to let him sort of run on his own with a little bit of guidance from Valenzuela, and I think that it's going to be, I think Johnny V is just going to have a great opportunity to win another Classic. He's a great jock, and Fierceness is certainly the best horse left at this point. So, and then in the 11th race, right before we get to the Gazora race, Goal Oriented, I think, is a great value play. Not saying for sure that he's going to win, because there's some other horses in the race certainly like Full Serrano and Mystic Dan and Nisos. And Nisos may very well be the better horse over Goal Oriented, but Nisos probably is going to go off about 1-1. Goal Oriented is probably going to go off about 6-1. I certainly would use both if I was playing exactas and stuff like that, or playing pick threes. But I think just for value's sake, Goal Oriented in the 11th is the play. So that's all of the races from Saturday. Again, stick with the Euros. We tried to pick out the good Euros for you that benefit not only because they've got a class edge, but they run fast over in Europe, and they also have the right pace setup for it. So all systems are go for the Euros. They should have a great weekend, and I hope you do too.